It's about to start raining, so I'm not really doing any work today, but I wanted to come down here and get kind of an idea for how I'm gonna rebuild these stairs around the new motor. So as it is, the stairs have to sit all the way out here if I reuse the existing ones. Because if we look under here, I don't know how well you can see it, but basically I need to keep this corner of the step off of this belt, well away from it as a matter of fact, just to be certain. So I think what I'm gonna do is build basically like a whole almost countertop thing over here that comes out to about here, and then maybe just have kind of like more like ladder steps, like 2 ladder steps going down. I think that's what I'm gonna do with it. We'll see. That feeling when you're wandering around your basement looking for some kind of scrap material you can use, because you know, you think you know exactly what you want, and surely you've got to have it, but for the life of you, you can't find any goddamn thing that fits the description. I'm gonna figure it out. Creating a mount for my throttle, my new compass, because my old one is all cracked and lost half the fluid, my key switch, and my voltage meter to go on right there at the steering column. Taking this, used to have the compass sitting on top of it, and that's where everything's gonna go, I think. So looking around for something I can make this out of. All right, so I believe I said before I'm gonna use this from the old compass head. I'm gonna make this hole slightly bigger to accommodate my throttle body. But basically how this is gonna work, I've got this block here, which I'm probably just gonna paint with that, I forget the name of it, you know, that rubber spray paint stuff, you know, that commercial with the screen door on the bottom of the boat. Anyways, put a big ass hole through here. I've chiseled away the grain there, so it'll mount pretty nicely to there. It's gonna go snug up here like that. On top, I've made this disc out of plywood, rounded off the edges and sanded it down as close to a circle as I'm gonna get. Not too bad if I do say so myself. And that's gonna go on there. Whoops. This will slide up underneath it. And I'm gonna have my new compass sit towards the back there. I'm going to have my voltage meter display for my system mounted right here and sunk into it. Of course, the throttle body will go here, and then I'm gonna put my key switch right here. So everything's gonna be right here, easily accessible at the steering wheel. So that's where I'm at, plugging away. All right. Like a glove. Alrighty, and then that we'll have the compass mounted back here. Cool, that's gonna look good. Alright, so this is my basic assembly here, where that big like dome compass used to be. Now got my board here, I have my monitoring system, compass. This is just kind of flopped in there at the moment, but you get the idea. Key switch and done, painted up. All right, well, I'm sure I'm gonna get some comments about this, but I don't give a shit. Here we go. I'm gonna be putting Flex Seal on this stuff, as seen on TV. Let's see how well this holds up. All right, that's it. She's all installed. So key, throttle, power consumption, new compass. We are motoring. Currently looking at 97%, just getting out of the marina. Behind us. So this is the coolest Father's Day present I could have given myself. I've actually got my dad Back there at the helm with my kids right now. Out here enjoying the river a little this afternoon, giving it a good proper test. Yeah, this thing backs like crap, but I mean, we're out here. This is awesome. I'm loving life. Cruising with the old man on Father's Day. First trip out of the marina. Got a little traffic on the river too. Well, we all made it back in one piece from the first trip and only used about 5% of one charge. All right, straightened up that area over there, vacuumed it out, life vest stored underneath. I pulled the stairs out. I'm gonna take them home with me. I think I'm gonna reuse the treads to make my new stairs. So with all the rain we've had in the last week, I really didn't get a whole lot done down here. I do have a couple of cool things to share with you though. So as if I didn't have enough work to do, just working on the big boat, I had to go and get myself another project too. Let me introduce you to the new toy. I'll be doing a little bit of work on this later on in the season, but here we go. All right, this is my new little day sailor. It's a LoftLand Snipe. It's in pretty good shape. I'm not exactly sure of the length, but figure this is a good boat to teach my wife and kids how to sail on. Smaller little day sailor. It's got the metal keel under here that unbolts from the trailer. Slots down in there. Yeah, I don't know, the mast, I'm probably just gonna make a new one. The top here is pretty torn up. Yeah, what do you call it? The main halyard on this is pigtailed as hell. It's jammed, and the little pulley that's down in here, I don't know if you can make that out. So, doesn't need too much. Sail's got a big tear in it that's been repaired with a crap ton of sail tape, but otherwise, she doesn't need a whole lot to get going. So, hopefully by this fall, have this one on the water too. The second thing I wanted to share with you is that one of my personal YouTube sailing heroes, James the Sailor Man, is going to do a like an open house meet and greet thing up in Annapolis. He's going to be crossing the Atlantic this summer, I think in August, with what are they called, 59 degrees north, I want to say. They've got a 65 FAR that they just, finished rebuilding and everything, and so he's gonna crew up. Normally he's out sailing alone on his, 1964 30-foot Albert, I wanna say, named Tritea. But if you haven't watched his channel, I highly recommend it. I'm gonna drop a link to his channel down in the comments below. Yeah, dude, man, it's awesome. He's gonna be in Baltimore on Thursday, so I'm gonna go up there and get some little meet and greet time and see what this big boat's all about. All right, so I got my buddies on board today. Introduce yourselves.
JD.
Kristen.
They're some longtime friends of mine. We're out on the second cruising test of the new electric motor setup. There is some kind of knocking from the shaft. I believe we've got something either caught around it or a messed up fluke. The plan today is to cruise upriver a little ways, anchor off, and I'm gonna get under this boat and see what we can find. You're not gonna see that because I don't trust phone cases and I can't afford a new iPhone.
That was like our first fall.
Yeah. So on the second test trip, water was so filthy from all the rain. There was literally zero visibility. You could see about that far in front of your face. Ended up having to kind of inspect it by feel, using my feet no less. There's nothing caught around it. The shaft's not bent. The cutlass bearing seems okay, like it seems solid in its place and everything, but the individual flukes, both of them, definitely feel kind of scratched and maybe dinged and maybe a tad bent or off. I'm not sure. I really couldn't see anything in there, and it's kind of hard to tell that detail level with your feet. Either way, the knocking isn't very bad, and yeah, it's kind of going to be a short season here on the river with it, so just going to enjoy some time on the river with the family, with the engine as is, or the prop as is, that is. Then in probably September, going to be looking to take it down to Norfolk, drag it out of the water for a month or two, do some work on it on the dry, and then get it back into the water. At that point, going to have to make the decision on whether or not to put it in a slip down in Norfolk so I can get out on the bay easier, or to bring it back up river and continue working on it over the winter. Make that call when we get a little later on towards September and stuff. I'm probably going to bring it back up here to Richmond though, just to have it close to home so I can continue working on it over the winter. That's about it for this one, y'all. I appreciate everyone tuning in. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And probably going to be doing a special episode, kind of like the bonus episode of the unboxing of the new motor. But this one's going to be for my trip to Annapolis to meet James the Sailorman and check out the boat he's going to be crossing the Atlantic on. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day and look forward to seeing you out there.
ER.